Late Pa Johnson Jimoh Owolaja was born on October 22, 1950 in the Okua clan of Egbe. After the early passing of his parents, Pa Fayomi and Mama Aremu Fayomi, he was adopted and raised by Pa Iganu Amoko Owolaja.
Elder Johnson Jimoh Owolaja. We have known each other for roughly 50 years ago. Even we live together. As you can see, I live in that very house. This is the first house. So we have been neighbors. Apart from being a neighbor, we are brothers. And as God will have it, he married my sister. That's the daughter of my aunt. They are from the same clan. And ever since, this is a man that I can refer to as a very quiet and humble man. Since I've known Elder J.J. Owolaja, alias Abule, as he was fondly called when he was so young, I've never seen him fighting anybody. In fact, at times he ran away from where they're quarreling.
Despite a challenging upbringing, Johnson pursued his education, attending SIM, now Ekwa Primary School, from 1960 to 1973. His desire for further education took him to Lagos, where he worked with the National Inland Waterways Authority from 1974 to 1976. Saving diligently, he enrolled at the Lagos Ministry of Education's Adult Education Center at Western College of Commerce, earning his West African School certificate. He later achieved his Teacher's Grade 2 certificate and pursued higher education at the University of Jos and Kogi State Polytechnic.
He was a man to be emulated in terms of doggedness, hard work, diligence, honesty. Though he did not have so much people ahead of him when it comes to education, but he was determined that he was going to school. He went to school at a very old age, which prompted us that if he could do it, people like us should do that. Every time we came together, he will advise me. He will always tell me, Kola, take care of your family. Don't have too many children that you cannot take care of. I learned a lot from him. A lot. Anytime he came back from school, he would tell me his experience. And let me just say, tell us his experience, what he faced in school, challenges here and there that could derail him. But he was determined that he was going to school. Challenges or no challenges, and glory be to God, he came out successfully.
In 1983, Johnson entered the banking sector, eventually rising to the position of bank manager with First Bank before retiring in October 2010.
Started knowing him as far back as July 1994, when I was transferred from Kaduna to Abaji. I met him as a supervisor. He was very dedicated. He used everything he had to promote First Bank. Very loyal, very honest. And he carried those who are coming behind him. I can remember in those days, when we are talking of over time for junior staff, because anybody who become an officer cannot enjoying it. Supervisor does. But he encouraged. The way he would come to me, I say, Daddy, I should be of assistance to them. And I oblige to every advice he gave me as a subordinate. He was supposed to be the accountant of Abaji before I came there. But if not, after is dementia. I did not know because it's whom I met as an accountant is the one who revealed it to me that Owoloja was his senior. But as the management of First Bank did, as at that time, they made him a supervisor above him. But you will not, you can't see this one with him. He dedicated even himself to somebody who was a senior too. In the branch work, what happened in those days, you only know when you resume, but you cannot say when you are leaving the bank. But you will never see him arguing. Balancing everything, he was superb.
His unexpected death on March 30, 2024 was a significant loss to his family, community, and the Ekwa Church, where he had served as an elder for many years. His burial activities commenced with a Christian wake in Egbe, Kogi State, attracting sympathizers from all walks of life.
Ṣèlérí fún wa wípé mò ń lọ láti lọ pèsè ayé sílẹ̀ o. Ilé dídán, ilé ológo, ilé alẹ́ wa náà. Wípé tí mo bá ti pèsè ayé sílẹ̀ tán, ó tún padà wá láti wá mú yín lọ.
collective ceremony was filled with heartfelt tributes.
Ìgbà àkókò tó yọ̀ǹda fún bàbá wa, àsìkò tiẹ̀ ti tó, ó sì ti lọ sinmi lọ́dọ̀ Jésù. Bàbá wa jẹ́ abiyamọ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Abiyamọ ni dádì wa. Tó jẹ́ wípé in fact wọn ọmọ kankan ò dàgbà jù lọ́wọ́ wọn bíi bébì wọ́n ṣe máa ń treat gbogbo wa títí tí gbogbo wa ti marry tán bí ọmọ wọ́n ṣe máa ń ṣe wá wọ́n á pè ṣàlàáfíà àwọn ọmọ ṣàlàáfíà ìfẹ́ yẹn pọ̀.
The graveside service was a poignant moment as his body was laid to rest.
Eru fún eru, ekuru fún ekuru, àti ilẹ̀ fún ilẹ̀. Ní ìdánilójú pé ní ìfarahàn Jésù Kristi tó ní ògo, Ọlọ́run yóò jí dìde ẹni tí yóò pa ara òṣìwádà sí ara òun tìkára rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọwọ́ agbára tó ń fi tẹ̀rí ohun gbogbo bá. Jẹ́ kí màmá wọ́n bá wa ṣe.
I'll say my dad is a meek man, a peaceful and very humble, understanding person, a support to everyone. He is someone that takes everyone as his own. He doesn't discriminate no matter what. He's a prayer warrior. He's someone you can rely on. He's someone that gives advice. He's someone that is gentle, very gentle. He's someone that deprives himself of everything to make others happy. He's my best friend. My best friend.
He was a mentor. He was a mentor, and all my life growing up, I looked forward to being a better version of him. So I'll miss everything about him, everything.
I'm a bit close to him. Aside being a child to him, we've worked together. Like, we have close relationship together. If I don't call him, he calls me.
Of love, a man of empathy. Daddy's kind is so rare. It's so rare. The humility is top notch. You hardly can find a fault to hold him down. You hardly will be able to find one. The way he expresses, the way he calms, the way he gets things done. The loving part of him is something that is worth emulating. Everybody that crosses his path must have one testimony or the other. There is no one that can come his way and go back without being blessed. He's so endowed, or he was so endowed, and we glorified God because he has gone back to where he came from. To God be the glory.
Opportunity to come to this world a million times. I will always want him to be my father, because indeed he was a great man, a good man indeed. He was too humble and very loving, and is somebody that is worth emulating, and I thank God for having him as my father. I'll miss his love, I'll miss his concern, I'll miss his care. despite the fact that I'm no longer a baby, but you know, his fatherly role, he treated every one of us as a baby. I'll miss his early morning calls. He calls almost 24 hours. At least I can't do a 48 hours without receiving a call from him, just to know how we are doing. I'll miss that a lot.
I love him because he's very kind and understanding.
We want to thank God for the life Baba Elder Johnson Owoloja has lived. He has impacted this generation before he departed this generation. Baba Owoloja, he was a father figure. He epitomized humility, simplicity. Are there many like him in this world? Then this world will have turned to paradise. We want to appreciate all that he has done, especially in the Christendom, and to be precise, in the Church of God. His prominence and his diligence in the Church of God cannot be overstressed. He is a father and a patriarch.
He wouldn't want any quarrel, particularly on the family basis. He taught us many things about life, which makes one to know that this world is just vanity upon vanity.
Acknowledging his journey and God's grace in his life, family and friends gathered for a Thanksgiving service at Ekwa Church, Odorumu Odoegbe, in Kogi State. The well-attended service featured melodic renditions from various musical groups, with Reverend Sunday Samuel Baru urging the congregation to live with eternity in mind.
The scripture pointed to it that and what and the time. But I ask you, point number one, that presently before that time come, that you will die. Presently, I ask you that what are you doing with your life?
The memory of Elder Johnson Jimoh Owolaja continues to inspire and provoke celebration. The farewell programs concluded with a grand reception. Indeed, he came, he saw, and conquered. His memory continues to live in the minds of those who crossed his path.
Arizona.